First question is from C. Fevers. What is the relationship between building muscle and testosterone levels, particularly in women? If a woman has already experienced issues with other hormonal imbalances, can building muscle cause an abnormal increase in testosterone levels?
That's a really, really great question, because we talk all the time about how building muscle, especially in men, helps raise testosterone. So let me explain this a little bit better so people understand kind of what's going on and why the process of building muscle would not cause an imbalance or an abnormal, what would be an imbalance, abnormal increase in testosterone levels in women. When you send the muscle building signal through strength training and you feed yourself appropriately, because you have to have the nutrients there to support that, and the rest of your life also fits that. In other words, you're not overstressed, not getting enough sleep, all that stuff. Like everything's working okay, and you send a signal to build muscle. Your body organizes its hormones in the way to do that. Now, the hormone profile that does that is a balanced one.
Yeah.
So in men, that often means a higher testosterone level. Sometimes it means that in women too, but abnormally high testosterone levels in women is a side effect of imbalances in other places. Oftentimes, what you see with that are insulin resistance or estrogen or progesterone imbalances. So if you're a woman and you have abnormally high testosterone, that's not because your body's trying to build more muscle. It's a compensatory pattern that comes from other imbalances. So the strength training, along with the other stuff that I mentioned, balances it out. Right. And you'll get the other hormones to balance themselves out, and then you probably won't have the side effects of abnormally high testosterone levels, which is relatively rare, by the way, in women. Yeah. But again, it's a side effect. It's not this is my body just trying to build
So
more
I'm
muscle.
confused a little bit. So the concern this person has is that if they've already had hormonal imbalance issues, if she starts to lift weights, because we've talked about how that could increase testosterone,
right.
like if that's actually going to throw her balance off more.
Right.
Oh, yeah, no, the opposite is true.
That's right.
Yeah, it's only going to organize it and make it better.
That's right, because yes, testosterone is a driver of muscle building, but there's also insulin that plays a role. There's growth hormone that plays a role. Estrogen and progesterone indirectly play a role. Cortisol balance plays a role. So really, it's the symphony of all these hormones working in a great way that tells your body to build more muscle. Now, yes, you could artificially jack testosterone up so high through
synthetic,
administering testosterone or anabolic steroids,
which is totally different,
which is very different. And yes, that will cause you to build muscle. Like you could take a woman, I could quadruple her testosterone, and she'll build more muscle from it, but also start to masculinize and get a bunch of weird side effects. Right. But from a normal, natural perspective, the process of strength training is one of the most effective ways to balance out your hormones. When I would work with female clients with hormone imbalances, and I'd work with their functional medicine practitioners, the form of exercise that they were always like, oh yeah, keep doing that, or focus on, was always strength training, always. Yeah. It always would produce the most beneficial effects, even when women were overstressed. So lots of times women have hormone imbalances because of too much stress, lack of sleep. The form of exercise that I still applied, however, quite precisely and gently, was still strength training. Mm-hmm. So no, you're not going to get an abnormal hormone profile for strength training unless you're doing it in a completely inappropriate way. You're overtraining yourself, overstressing yourself, not feeding yourself properly, in which case it could contribute to hormone imbalances.